Hey everybody, welcome back to Short-Term Rental Pacifier, where we talk all things short-term rental, the good, the bad, the chaotic. And today we're going to talk about a question that comes up quite a bit for Airbnb owners. Should you or should you not allow pets in your rental? There's dogs, there's cats, and no kidding, recently I've even had somebody ask if they could bring a parakeet, and no judgment, but seriously, who travels with a bird? I need to understand that one more, but for another time, I guess. This isn't about whether you like dogs or cats. Most people like them. It's really about the pet owner. It's about you, the host, and whether opening your doors to what we here refer to as fur baby guests is actually worth it. Now, I've struggled with this in the past. I love dogs, love cats. It's really their owners that I'm more concerned with. So like on one of my properties, we have a very strict no pet policy, but a guest reached out one time who had a golden retriever, and he said, hey, he's the most well-behaved dog out there. If I put a $500 deposit down and your cleaner doesn't even know a pet was there, would you consider letting me bring him? I appreciated that question, ended up allowing him to bring his dog. And sure enough, my cleaner had no idea and actually had me check the Ring camera to see if he'd even showed up because it was so clean. Unfortunately, I have other stories that did not go that well. Like one time there was a dog that heard one of the neighbor's dogs, made him nervous, and he ripped down a bunch of window coverings. Or the dog that had an owner who decided he was going to use our shower to wash the dog. Plumber come out, unclog it and everything. So there's the upsides, there's the downsides. Upside, obvious benefits. It expands your potential guest pool. There's a ton of travelers who will not book a place unless their dog or cat is welcome. Families on vacation, remote workers with emotional support animals, road trippers who don't want to deal with boarding fees. By saying yes to pets, you can attract a loyal group of guests who struggle to find pet-friendly stays, charge a pet fee, which can be some extra revenue, stand out in some competitive markets where a lot of hosts don't allow pets. The downside, though, is you actually might lose some guests. You might be turning away guests that don't want pets because of cleanliness. They're worried about, even if you deep clean, some people don't want to risk the pet hair, lingering smells. People's definition of clean is actually very subjective. So someone saying, hey, my pet is well behaved, and they leave it clean might have a different definition than you do. There's also potential damage, there's allergies, it's the hassle of getting rid of dog hair, things like that. So opening the door to one group, you might be closing it for another. So how, if you do decide to allow pets, like how do you make it work? If you're leaning towards allowing them but still have concerns, there are a few ways to minimize the risks. Some of these things are things that I've actually done and I've seen some of our clients do. And when they decide to have pets, and the biggest thing is really vet the pet owner. Ask if they'll crate their dog or their cat when they're unattended. You can also set size limits like under 50 pounds, things like that. You can ask if they'll contain the pet to one room in the house or maybe the garage. You can charge a non-refundable or refundable pet deposit or cleaning fee to cover any surprises. You can also do a combination of both, which is really what I like better because you can easily explain a non-refundable fee due to your cleaning crew, but a refundable deposit gives them some motivation to actually control their pet. So having those clear house rules, like no pets on the furniture, no excessive barking, is super important. Spell it out, be extremely clear, protect yourself with some pet damage insurance. We offer some of that to our hosts. We always recommend third-party damage insurance like Sterling or Insure a Guest, and there's plenty of providers out there. So should you allow pets in your Airbnb? As always, it depends on your market, your property, risk tolerance, guest priorities. If you're in a competitive market, it can help you stand out. But if you're not around to deal with potential issues and you don't want the hassle, or you're targeting high-end travelers or allergy-conscious guests, it might not be worth the trade-off. Either way, set your boundaries up front and make sure your policies work for you because at the end of the day, this is your business. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please like it, subscribe. If you got any comments, love to hear them. And please visit us at www.AirINN.life. That's AirINN.life. And if you'd like to learn more about how we help our clients, we would love to have a conversation with you. Until next time.